We're back. Been a minute. Okay. Shake your head. You don't see it? But still with it. It's painful. The truth is painful. Painful can be very hardcore, traumatizing. That's why war brought it to us. Psychological, economical, mental war. So, let's bring it on. What I'm going to start today is what I call fear. Is that what we are? That's what guides us. That's what we live by. We say love, but most of us don't even know what this love is. This unifying force of love. We're mostly divided in fear. See, we never recognize or tend to look back and see that the origin of the church was made and built in fear. The burning of people alive for having the highest knowledge called magic, which we are now spooked from. Controls us now, the fear of these religions and this, I truly understand the concept of God and how we feel about anyone speaking in authority about such a source. But yet none of us has done the work. And if we have, we would know better. The natural guidance of nature and how the celestial cannot be comprehended by the terrestrial. So we have our religions all in this giant arcade, giving us truth with bits of lie in the middle of it, or tampered scriptures, claiming all prophets were only back then. It's pitiful and a shame how we follow these things. But it's convenient for us because these social clubs allow us to function better, get a better job, find favor. In fact, we can talk to each other if we have the same fears. Everything we have is based on fear. Set up, because we are set up to be afraid of not following things we don't understand. At the same time, how much do we understand about the consciousness and the subconsciousness, or the macro and the microcosmic? We just do what is necessary for us to survive, basically. And we better not step out of that line because of the great fear that we all have. Now, we're always talking about demons. Once again, we don't know what a demon is. We think we do. You have extraterrestrials, you have entities, you have many different things going on. But the demon is not them. The demon is the demon. The demon is each one of those things you call a chakra. A chakra, a will, Ezekiel's will, a realm of consciousness, part of our complete spectrum of our aura. If we are not moving in the right way, the demons will take over our minds. We've discussed this before. The first demon is fear. The church created that, burning us alive, saving us from the bullwhip only. Any other religion is just mimicking what the church did to get their money too. Because I say it all the time, Islam comes from ancient Kemet. Noble Drew Ali showed you the way. Anything that is not the way of Noble Drew Ali, please. Our stuff. No Arabic, nothing. No. Okay? Islam is I self-law and mastery from ancient Kemet, not Arabia. The first demon is fear, which is truly the first thing that deminds us, is this great fear we have of missing the boat. But we already on the slave boat, folks. This fear aligns itself with chaos and all other types of pettiness and other things of chaos all evolve around this first demind before it goes to the second demind of shame. Yes, shame is a demon, a demind, something that should not be practiced, something that should not be a part of our being is shame, nor fear. We also move to the next orbiting demind. We call it a demon, which is guilt. How many people try to make you feel guilty? It's a demon. It's a demind. Guilt. Pay attention, folks. You got fear, shame, guilt. Then you have grief. And you know we all got a whole lot of grief. I got a whole lot of grief now. That's a demind that I deal with. It's grief. Okay? Now, as we continually move up the escalating ladder of the seven seals, Ezekiel's wills, chakras, mental governors, the human spectrum. It's the human conscious spectrum, the color of your rainbow. We move on up, we go to the next place, or the next demind behind grief. It's lies. Many of us are not even honest with ourselves, let alone honest with anyone else. So we continue with the lies. Now we can go and continue to be, happy and fluffy tail because we want to hear these things that we must be responsible for. As we continue behind the lies, we move up. Still moving up. Now we're at the pineal, third eye. This demon is illusion, unable to see, no insight. As we continue with our 7 basic minds that are deminded of the dark side of ignorance, the 7th crown, we already talked about the kingdom or kingdom. See, kingdom based on illusion that you have reached your kingdom. And if your kingdom is deminded or moving in the wrong direction, it becomes selfish. Okay, so how many people you know are selfish, living in illusion, that lie, full of grief, guilt, shame, and fear? Who are they? I know. They're the ones who follow these religions, living in great fear of a story they was told, under the God spell, government ordinance department spell. Hello, now we exist, consciously dead in hell. I know this is a bit much, but I have to say it. We are consciously dead under a government ordinance department spell. We call it the God spell. We worship death. Our minds have long been slayed and slung on that pole. I wanted to know who God was since I was a child, seeing men who looked just like me hanging from trees called strange fruit. So tell me, where is our great God at? I'm not trying to insult your intelligence, but what you need to know is intelligence is just that. It's intel. That means someone told you, something told you. It is intel. Where is your intuition? To see, to feel something ain't right. We are a programmed ego with massive desires to be right. So none of you basically want to hear this because we all want to be right. And if we only knew, but we think we know, how propaganda has ruled a world, making it a a planned network of religion running our world on the dollar bill, stamped in our minds, in our mother's minds, in our grandmother's minds, and our great grandmother's minds, because they have long destroyed the male. He had to be removed to keep us in hell. You had to remove the male. So you basically have men who don't truly know themselves or are lacking in the true character and integrity that would bring a culture back to its feet. So I have to come with you with the grim reap. The reap that I'm here to remove your artificial head, wake you up from the dead, feed you this manna. Manna is called cosmic bread. I am the return of consciousness. And there are others like me who are displaying consciousness. You need to check them out. But first of all, you must know who Noble Drew Ali is. Because that should be the picture on the wall in your room instead of this white Jesus character. I don't mean to offend you. All laws of nature is what we follow in Islam. We must know the laws that we call a law, Yahweh, so we can know our ancient way. It didn't come from no Arabs. I'm going to have a guest on my next segment. So I'm going to keep them kind of short and sweet. I don't want to take too much time. But keep moving on. Keep thinking positive. But you must be aware. Know where you're at. Peace, love. Shalom.